What's up, YouTube? It's been a while. I'm not consistent on my videos, but I'm not gonna quit. So anyway, it's Friday, and I figured I'd make a video based on what I did this week, what activity I did this week for my account. As you know, this is the Broke Investor channel, so we're new investors because we're still broke and everything. So there's lessons to be learned, mistakes made, and I have recently changed my thoughts on how, or investing in ETFs, dividend paying stocks overall. In the beginning, again, I started about a year ago, but in the beginning, I was pretty much getting into, random dividend paying stocks that I knew little to nothing about, that I heard through word of mouth, or I did little research myself and thought it was a good idea. And one of the things that interested me in the beginning were ETFs, exchange traded funds, as you know. And the main reason is because these ETFs were well diversified. So when you're able to buy a stock that can pay you a dividend that is basically a mix of, say, 30 to 40 to however many different companies, then you feel a lot more secure, especially in the beginning, rather than going out and putting your money into a company and you don't even know what the hell to look for these companies. So when you're starting off, ETFs are a great option. I'm not going to deny that. That's for sure. Because, obviously people own these ETFs. There's people behind these ETFs that do the research. And I'm sure they're a hell of a lot smarter than me, but still, their job is to pick the best stocks for that particular portfolio. And they monitor that on a daily, weekly, whatever basis. So you pretty much only have to, you buy the ETF and you just wait and you get your dividend. As I mentioned, again, I'm a little more than a year into dividend investing. I have a lot, I have about 33 different holdings. And I've been doing a lot of research about these individual holdings, and I'm gaining more and more confidence with the holdings in my portfolio. And that being said, I keep, I'm not really, the ETFs I purchased, I haven't really been adding to, and they just kind of sit there, and I'm like, what is the point? What are you doing for me? Some things I've noticed is the dividend amount that I get paid can fluctuate for these ETFs. And when I read up on it, obviously the reason is if you're getting a dividend from a stock that is made up of 40 stocks, I highly doubt all 40 stocks are consistent dividend payers. Some may cut their dividend, some may not raise their dividend, some may just be different every freaking month based on their every quarter based on their earnings. So the ETF dividend payout was never really, I can never really, tell what I'm going to get paid out, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Another thing that I noticed on these dividend paying ETFs is some, not all, are usually late on declaring their dividend. I don't know about you guys, but I track my dividend payments month to month to make sure I hit each monthly goal. I have a monthly goal that I need to hit, which is 10% or 9% gain from the prior month. And the last stock every single month is an ETF. So I can't log my entire monthly income until late that month because of a stupid ETF. For whatever reason, they wait until later in the month and tell you, okay, you're going to get this amount. And it's never an impressive amount. It's never an impressive yield. It never goes up. I don't know. I'm just not, I haven't, I love the idea of ETFs, but I just haven't been impressed. And these ETFs, obviously, some of them follow the S&P or, the NASDAQ, whatever. So it's a lot less risky. But if you're doing your own research anyway and comfortable with the companies that you're investing in, why the hell do you need an ETF? Not to mention, but I didn't even get into this part, all ETFs have an expense ratio. And they charge an expense, a percentage for, basically the work that they do. And this percentage, you won't even really notice it, but it comes off the capital. So that's why you don't really notice it, but still, you're losing money. So why lose any money if you're willing to do the work yourself? But like I said, if you're new or if you just don't have the time to do the research, that makes sense. ETFs are for you. Or if you only want to do little research here and there, so you want to do like 50-50, fine, that makes sense. But if you're someone who is like dead set on making a whole big dividend portfolio, want to learn everything about every company that they're investing in, then an ETF is honestly just going to make you lazy anyway. It's not going to, they don't increase their dividend every year like most of these companies. The capital gain will never be enough that, it'll really impress you. Yeah, maybe it'll follow the market, but that's it. So why do that when you can choose companies that or you think will beat the market, will raise their dividend each year substantially? So I don't know. That's my opinion. I shared my opinion on several avenues on social media. There's a lot of ETF fans out there, so obviously I got some negative feedback too, as well as good feedback. But I just wanted to make a video to talk about why, in my opinion, ETFs are not necessary when you have enough knowledge to do the research yourself, choose your own holdings, and trust your own holdings. Again, an ETF, you're paying someone to invest for you. That's basically what you're doing, whether you believe it or not. Yes, it's secure. Yes, it's diversified. But you can buy all the stocks you want. You can diversify all you want on your own. As I said, I have like 32 stocks, and they're well diversified. They're spread across all sectors. And I feel very comfortable about that about a year or so later. In the beginning, obviously, I was not comfortable, and I did not know what I was doing. So ETF sounded awesome, but I don't want to pay an expense. I don't care how low this expense ratio is that they're charging me. I don't want to pay anything extra to anyone if I can do the work myself. This information, every company that's public has an investor relations page, and their information is available to you as it is to these people that run the ETFs. So they don't have anything special, anything additional that you can't access. Yes, they know what they're doing. They've been in the field a lot longer, but when it's your own money, you're gonna have a lot more control. You're gonna have, you're gonna care a lot more than someone who's working for you know, an ETF. So again, that's my thoughts. I sold all my ETFs. I purchased individual stocks, and I feel great about it. So I thought I'd share that with everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, a comment, and all that fun stuff. All right? Thanks. Have fun at work.